are not resting, you're avoiding. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Power Nap Live. Welcome to another episode where we take quick moments to pause, to reflect, and to get our leadership lives together without burning out, okay? So today's episode, I'm going to step on a few toes, but I ain't mad about it, and it's all in love, I promise. Here's the truth. You're not resting, you're avoiding. And no, I'm not judging you, okay? I've done it too, so I know exactly how it goes, which is why I can tell you that I know what's happening out there in these streets, okay? I hit the snooze button so many times in the name of self-care, and it really was me just not wanting to deal with some specific things, right? Anybody else, if you've ever just kind of hit the snooze button on something, I want you to drop some eyeball emojis in the chat. Let me know where you're streaming from, because I want to know if I'm talking to you today, okay? I'm going to check the chat real quick and see, hey, we've got folks already in the chat. What up, Willie? I see you. Come on. Power Now Live. I gotta I'm gonna have to start being like me in the morning so I can hit it just like the song. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I need to take it up. Okay, let me stop. Y'all are not here to hear the vocals in the streets. Hey, I see Emily, Mama Wilson. Well, I guess it's Mama Chambers, but Mama Wilson. We all know who she is. I see my mom live in the comments this morning. Good to see you guys. If you're here, go ahead and drop. Also, remember, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Maybe not resting, but avoiding, I need you to drop some eyeball emojis. Yes, I see them coming through. I see them coming in. Absolutely. So listen, that's what we're here to talk about today, okay? I'm not here, listen, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time, okay? So anyway, I wanted us to talk about that. I need to make it plain, okay? Rest is restoration, but avoidance is resistance. Okay? It's that simple. Rest is restoration, but avoidance is literally resistance. When we're tired, when we're stressed, when we're overwhelmed, we start to label every single thing as rest. But as practitioners of strategic rest, we've got to know the difference between just rest and avoidance, right? People go, okay, if you're so rested, how do you get so much stuff done? It's because I know the difference between rest and avoidance. Tiny. It's because I know the difference. It's because I know the difference. And some of us don't. We've got folks out here telling people to rest without telling them the difference between rest and avoidance. Because I will never set you up to not do the things that you need to do. We all know why I don't subscribe to the word busy. I do a lot of stuff. Anybody who knows me knows Honey Child's plate is full, okay? She's literally out here eating. I will be at somebody's keynote. And then in the airport in the next minute, okay? I will drop a 45-minute keynote, run to the airport, and be at somebody else's conference. So that's stuff, lots of things that I'm doing, things that I'm focusing on. But one of the reasons that I'm able to be productive, to be able to take the ideas that I have and move them forward is because while I do rest, I avoid avoiding. And we need to know what the difference is, okay? We have to be real. There is a difference between a nap, and I'm not talking right now about the framework. If you don't know what the nap framework is, go ahead and get you. I can see. I'm gonna keep my book. Oh, here it is. Yes. Okay. So every time I refer to it, If you don't know, go ahead and grab it, okay? But I'm talking about an actual nap. I'm talking about a napito. That's what we call it. That's what I call it in my house. I'm about to, you know what? I'm gonna take a little nap. Okay. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take a little napito. Okay. So I'm talking about the difference between an actual nap and a network and a Netflix spiral. I'm gonna tap myself on the shoulder because I'm good for a good Netflix spiral in the name of rest. Oh, this is gonna help me feel rested. And that's fine. Maybe it is. But what are you avoiding? Are you just watching the Netflix special or the Netflix special? Are you just doing a Netflix spiral because it will allow you to feel rested? Or do you keep hitting play because it's something you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing? I had to pause on it. pause enough Pause enough to gloss, okay? Because we're not gonna gloss past that. That's the question. I see Willie said the pause, the difference. Absolutely. I see a lot of eyeball emojis in the comments. Okay. So folks are understanding. So listen, the question we need to ask ourselves is it rest or is it resistance? Is it rest or is it resistance? Because rest says I'm pausing to restore. While resistance says I'm hiding from the hard thing. What you hiding from? We ain't faux no more. Why you playing hide and go seek from the things that you need to be doing? I'm trying to leave y'all with some edges today, but it's time because everybody's out here. Everybody's out here like rest. Row your boat gently down the stream. But I gotta rock it. I have to rock the boat because y'all are out here resting, but we have to understand the difference between rest and resistance. Rest actually energizes you, while resistance numbs you. You're sitting there. Look, I told you, I have done it too. I have to actively remind myself, are you just watching this for enjoyment? Or is there something that you're supposed to be doing? And it's hard, y'all. I'm not going to say it's easy to figure out completely all the time which of those two that it is. But it's so important for us to know the difference, for us to even recognize that there might be a difference and to start asking ourselves a question around it. Rest is intentional. Rest absolutely is intentional, while resistance is automatic. We naturally don't push ourselves to do things that we don't want to do. Literally, sometimes it feels like our bodies are set up to be like, nah, girl. It blows my mind how many. Now, this not me. This ain't me. I want this to be me. I tell y'all all the time, I have aspirations to be a gym girly. Now, there's so many things about the gym that I don't like, that don't really go well with the things that I love. Okay. So number one, I have developed like, I don't know how to say this, but my nose, I feel like there's something about older Black women. the the more seasoned you get, the more your nose picks up everything. Okay, it picks up everything, every smell, every whatever. And so y'all musty cousins at the gym be I try, but I can't. What's her name? Alexis, I think Lexi, who says I want to, but I can't. I try, but I can't. Okay, like I really did. The second thing is like sweat, right? But some folks will be like, you need to. I get it, whatever. Stay out of my comments with that. That's fine. Okay. But whatever the case is, rest, remember, is intentional, but resistance is automatic. It is so easy for us to hit the snooze button. There are times when I hit it and I didn't even realize I did it. I wake up 15 minutes later going like, my alarm didn't go off. Yes, it did. Your alarm went off too. And I'm not just talking about sleep. Your alarm saying, hey, let me get this done. Hey, let me do the idea that I'm supposed to do. Hey, let me start the business that I'm supposed to start. Hey, let me call this person that I'm supposed to call. Hey, let me bless this person that I'm supposed to bless. And you hitting snooze. You hitting snooze. You missing out on your calling because you're snoozing on what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, that's correct. Okay, that was wild. That was a push. That was too far. Okay, that was too far. But I'm so serious. Rest feels like alignment. Rest feels like alignment, but resistance feels like delay. It does. Are you delaying something that you're supposed to be doing? Are you delaying going? If you're the gym girly that I'm aspiring to be, are you delaying going? Are you dilly-dallying on your purpose? Are you dilly-dallying on these people's clock? Is the question. I need us to be serious about, I want us to all experience strategic rest, to be practitioners of it. But if we don't also talk about the side of it, the shadow side, right? Where we say everything is rest, us avoiding having a tough conversation with our spouse, us not showing up in our best, as our best self in different places, saying that it's rest. Not cooking, right? When we know we need to because we on this weight loss plan, but instead we be like, let's DoorDash, okay? Because listen, I'm me and DoorDash, we gotta, and I'm trying to stop it, okay? Not because I don't love DoorDash. I think there's a time and a place, but oftentimes I have used it in order to be like, I need rest, so I'm not going to cook something nutritious because I'm not ordering nothing nutritious off of DoorDash. Okay? So we need to be real with ourselves about understanding the difference. So I want you to drop an emoji in the chat if you've been calling resistance rest lately. Even if you're watching the playback, I want you to put a comment. I want you to let me know. Yes, drop an emoji. It usually takes me about 10 seconds to be able to see that y'all really did it. So I see them coming through. But I want you to be honest. If you have been calling resistance rest lately, let me know. Because we have to stop. We have to cease and desist. Police. When this guy that I watch his videos, and he goes, SWAT. SWAT. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Here's the flip. Because we've got to get out of that space where avoidance feels like relief in the moment. Because it does, right? When we avoid something, it feels like, whew, I'm doing it. I'm really just resting. I'm taking care of myself instead of doing whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. And I don't want to just say supposed to be doing, because some of y'all are hitting snooze on what you're being called to do. You're holding up blessings for you and for other people who are attached to you because you are snoozing on that. But we're not even gonna get too oily today, okay? When avoidance feels like relief in the moment, we have to understand that long term it leads to more burnout and not less. That little break that we're taking before we, you know how Y'all, this I was watching this video of this girl the other day. She's from Memphis, and she had me cracking up. This was a very old video, okay? But so I think her name, I cannot think of her name. Her name is maybe Cephas or something like that. It's something like that. But she's on TikTok, and she really like gained a bunch of followers. And really what she does is eat. That's what she does. That's her whole like thing or whatever. And she's so cute because she's from Memphis. And you know, y'all know I'm from Memphis. And so I love to hear her talk because it sounds, it sounds like home a little bit. But anyway, homegirl be eating a lot of stuff. And a lot of it be looking good, but it's large portions of what she's eating, right? Okay. So here's the thing. The other day, I was watching a video of her, and this was a long while ago. And in the video, she was eating something like healthy. It was like grapes, and I'm trying to think what else it was. It was healthy though. And I was like so shocked because typically she has like 3 cheeseburgers, a whole plate of spaghetti, and then chicken. And then listen, that chicken be crispy, baby. She be running the little fork, and it be sounding like, I got your little ASMR. She be running that. That's horrible that I know what crispy chicken sound like. And that I can do it with an ink pen. But that's okay. We're not gonna worry about that right now. So anyway, that's what she was doing. Okay. But I was shocked, of course, to see her with like, I think it was just grapes. And I was like, okay, girl, I see you, we making healthy choices. Y'all, it was more than grapes because that's why it was so shocking. It was like grapes and a couple other like what would be considered kind of healthy foods. So I thought that was the meal. Do y'all know this girl said, yeah, I'm just giving me a little snack until breakfast is ready. Give me a little snack until breakfast is ready. Are we getting a little snack until breakfast is ready with our life? Are, because then you miss out on the fullness, the deliciousness, the amazing breakfast that you have because you're taking bite-sized chunks. Think about, we gotta stop. We've got to stop putting these breaks that are really us avoiding what we need to get to. She needed to just get to breakfast. Literally just move to make the breakfast, and she would have been able to enjoy a delectable, amazing thing. But what are we missing when we instead stop in the name of avoidance to get a little something sweet, to put a little something on our stomach before we get to the thing, before we get to the dinner, before we get to the breakfast? Because it's messing up what we could have. The thing that you're snoozing on will not go away. It just drains you silently. You can't even enjoy the rest that you're doing because you're sitting there thinking about what could be, right? But when you show up for it, that's how real rest can follow. It's about setting yourself up for success, right? Again, today we're talking about the difference between rest and actual resistance, right? The difference between rest and not really doing the stuff that you're supposed to be doing. So here is your homework. Okay, we've talked about it. I'm going to check the comments to see if anybody said anything, but here is your power nap homework for the week. Okay, I want you to name one thing. I want you to put it in the comments. You don't have to, but maybe you journal. Maybe it's something that you just think about. Whatever the case is, I want you to name one thing that you've been snoozing on. Name one thing that you've been snoozing on. I want you to be honest about it. Are you resisting it or are you resting? I want you to pick a time this week and I want you to face it. And then I want you to give yourself a real guilt-free rest afterwards. Okay. What is it? The one thing you've been snoozing on. I want you to be honest. Have you been resisting it, or are you resting? I want you to pick a time to face it this week, and then I want you to give yourself some real guilt-free rest after you do that. Somebody in the comments said a proper sleep, okay? A proper sleep, a proper nap with a heavy on the nap, okay? And then I want you to come back. I want to celebrate with you. Remember, we're a community. We're in this together. So drop your snooze thing, drop it in the comments, or you can DM me later for accountability. That's just fine. I got you. But I need you to ask yourself those questions. All right, folks. Ooh, I can't believe it, but it's already time for us to head out. This was your wake-up call for today. If it wasn't, go back and watch it again. This was a wake-up call for today, because let's stop calling resistance rest and start really choosing real restoration. Because rested leaders, rested people, rested humans, okay, make better decisions, they make braver moves, and they make a bigger impact. And that's what we're here for, okay? We're here to make an impact. We're here to be where we're supposed to be so we can lift other people up. And you can't do that if you've been resisting what you're called to do in the name of rest. Rest is so important, but you've got to make sure that it's actual invigorating rest and not just you avoiding the thing that you're supposed to be doing. All right, folks, I will see you next Sunday, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, right back here on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn Live. And I cannot wait, because sometimes the most strategic thing that you can do is to stop hiding and go take a real nap. I love y'all big. I hope that you make good decisions, and I want you to rest like you mean it. See y'all next week. Bye.